Hey everyone, Jason Khalipa here with NC Fit. Just got done with the workout. Wanted to show you one of my favorite movements utilizing a dumbbell, which is the snatch. There's several variations of this. There's several ways you could do it. Just want to talk about a few of them right now. So to begin with, I like to think about stance grip position. And so when I think about the snatch, I'll first demonstrate a variation, which is going to be a muscle snatch, which takes the dumbbell from the ground to over my head. Each variation we're gonna go over today has the exact same goal. Taking the object from the ground to over my head, I just might get there a few different ways depending on how heavy the weight is or what the goal of my workout may be. From a stance position, my stance can be shoulder width. And what I'm looking for is something wide enough that I could accommodate the load in between my legs, but not so wide that my knees start to cave in. Once I identify my snatch, I then start looking at my position. And there's three key things I'm thinking about. My weight stays in my heels, my low back is flat, and my chest is right on top of this object. So stance, grip is here. I could be vertical or horizontal, that's your choice. My low back is flat, my shoulders are on top of this object. From step one in the start position, I then take the dumbbell through one rapid motion over my head, taking this object a very long range of motion. I extend my knee, extend my hip, keep the dumbbell close to me. I like to hold the dumbbell vertically. You choose what works better for you. So I'm here in my starting position. As I start to stand, I extend my knee, I extend my hip, I shrug, and then the dumbbell starts to create energy and I finish over my head. So it goes from controlled to aggressive overhead. In the overhead position, what I'm thinking about is being pressed out, locked out in a solid position here. Now, if I wanted to do a second one and I wanted to alternate my arms, I'd bring it back down towards my shoulder, alternate right here, and then touch and drive up. This particular version of a snatch is called a muscle snatch because my knees are bending and extending one time. I'm not re-dipping underneath this object whatsoever. I'll show you what this looks like at speed. So it's up, transition, over. I could also touch and do the same arm over and over again if you like. Now, once the dumbbell gets heavier, or if I wanted to get a little bit of a different stimulus, I could take it, instead of doing a muscle snatch, I can now do a power snatch. And the difference is my start position is the same, my finish position is the same, but I receive it at a different spot. So I start here, I jump it up, and I receive it in this bent position with my hips back, arms are still locked out. What I'm thinking about here is I create momentum off the floor. I extend my knee, open my hip, big drive. But I might not have the ability to pull it up overhead. I might only have the ability to pull it up to right here. And so therefore I need to drop underneath the object and receive it in a quarter squat position. One more time, here. What I'm thinking about is jumping and landing. Jump and land in a quarter squat with my hip back. Super, super important. Power snatch. Big difference between muscle and power is I get to use my legs twice. So now I get to receive it here, use those big movers again to stand up. Now the load might get a little bit heavier, or perhaps I want a little bit of a different stimulus. And so what I might need to do is do a full snatch. And so a full snatch, it's quite difficult. It requires quite a bit of shoulder flexibility, ankle flexibility, a variety of different things. But if you want to try it, the start position and the finish position are the exact same. The difference is now the load might be a little bit heavier. So from here, I drive up, full squat. Okay, so I'm here, whoop, squat. Right, and so now I'm receiving a little bit lower, and what I'm thinking about is I get to get the dumbbell about right here, I pull myself underneath in a full squat, and then drive up. That's a third variation of this dumbbell snatch. Finally, what you could think about is this split snatch. So from here, starting position is the exact same again. This time I jump and move my feet out. Front foot moving forward, back foot moving back. To identify which foot you like better, just think about something. If you're snowboarding or skateboarding, what foot do you normally put in front? That foot normally goes forward. For me, it's my left foot. So from here, I have the same starting position, jump, and I split. From here, I pull my front foot back foot forward, okay? The split is a nice alternative if you want to get below the dumbbell a little bit more, but you might not have a flexibility to do a full squat. Just something to think about. So let's review a few options. You have the muscle snatch, which takes the object from the ground to over your head in one rapid hip extension. It starts here, drive up, boom. Then as the dumbbell gets a little bit heavier, or perhaps you want to switch it up, you can go from here, land in a power position where I bend my knees, hip back. Then the dumbbell might get a little bit more heavy, and from here I might need to do a full squat. Or you have a split variation if you want to get into it. All great options, all phenomenal tools, designed for a little bit different uses and different workouts. But ultimately, taking the dumbbell from the ground over your head is highly effective because it moves a moderate load, 45 pounds, 55 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever, a pretty long distance and packs a good punch. Give it a shot, have fun with it, hope you have a great day.